Good afternoon. My name is Jason Chavez, and I'm the chair of the Committee of the Whole. I'm going to call to order our regular committee meeting for Tuesday, January 28th. Before we begin the meeting, I want to offer a friendly reminder to all members, staff, and the public that these meetings are broadcast live to enable greater public participation. These broadcasts include real-life captioning as a further method to increase the accessibility of our proceedings to the community. Therefore, all speakers need to be mindful of the rate of their speech so that our captioners can fully capture and transcribe all comments for the broadcast. We ask all speakers to moderate the speed and clarity of their comments. At this time, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll to verify the presence of a quorum.
Councilmember Payne.
Present.
Walmsley is absent. Greenville is absent. Vita.
Present.
Ellison is absent. Osman is absent. Cashman.
Present.
Jenkins is absent. Chugtai.
Present.
Koski.
Present.
Palmazzano.
Present.
Vice Chair Chowdhury.
Present.
Chair Chavez.
Present.
There are 8 members present.
Thank you. I did want to let the public know that Councilmember Rainville reached out and let me know that he would not be in attendance today. And we also have Councilmember Ellison and Councilmember Jenkins. Let the record reflect that we have a quorum. The first item is part of appointed boards and commissions administrative reforms, and today's action is reestablishing and approving bylaws and procedural rules for the Minneapolis Advisory Committee on People with Disabilities, Minneapolis Advisory Committee on Aging, Public Health Advisory Committee, and the Minneapolis Advisory Committee on Housing. Colleagues, are there any discussions on these items? Seeing none, I will move approval of the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and that item carries. Before we move on to our discussion item, we'll address item number 2, the 2020 Civil Unrest After Action Review Final Report. Because this item has been postponed several times, I will move to refer it back to staff and to bring it back at a different date. Are there any discussions on this item? All right, seeing no comments, all those in favor say aye on the motion to return back to staff. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and that motion carries. I'd also like to acknowledge that Councilmember Osman is present for this meeting as well.
And Walmsley.
And Councilmember Walmsley. All right. The next order of business is emergency funding for the Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center brought forward by Vice Chair Chowdhury, who I will now ask to speak on this item.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Today I'm bringing forward this budget resolution for emergency funding to the Minneapolis Indigenous Women's Resource Center to sustain a warming center that they popped up over this last cold snap. This is brought forward with co-authors Chavez, CVP Chugtai, and Osman. This budget allocation would make a one-time allocation from contingency funds. And at present, it says regulatory services, but in consultation with DCCO Jelly, this may be amended, come to full council, potentially to CPED, as they've administered similar contracts in the past. Again, this is to help sustain a warming center that popped up during this really cold snap that we had in the city of Minneapolis. Minnesota Indigenous Women's Resource Center really stepped up in a moment where we saw that the warming shelters that are currently being supported by Hennepin County and the city of Minneapolis through a budget allocation that we made in our last budget were facing many capacity issues, especially around the emergency that we saw in our city when there were multiple encampment fires that led to the displacement of many unhoused neighbors in our city. This was a a place where even HCMC was sending individuals during that really cold period that we had, and the community really came together to crowdsource funding. But however, that type of funding isn't sustainable for long-term operations. And while we might be in a warmer snap right now in our state, in our city, it is expected to go below freezing again this upcoming Tuesday. And essentially, this was a life-saving service that was provided, and it created really great opportunity for Hennepin County and other service providers to work with individuals that were at the warming center, get them resources. If they wanted to get to detox, if they wanted to do housing assessments, that was all provided. And I myself and other council members had the opportunity to visit the warming center, and I'll just share with colleagues, it was a space that was truly caring. It was a very calm space where individuals got to just rest, watch a movie, get meals, get a shower, get to commiserate, and it was largely volunteer run. And so this allocation would help sustain the programming and help support funding for staffing, security, meals, and other needs for operations. I'll also share that I've been in conversation with Hennepin County, specifically Commissioner Conley, and they have already contributed an additional $100,000 in the existing contract that they have with the Resource Center. In order to sustain the Resource Center Warming Center, it would require approximately just over $300,000. So while even as we make this allocation, there's a gap that still needs to be filled, which could potentially be filled by state funding, and then also some commitments that have been made by private partners alongside the community donations that they have been receiving. And I just want to really thank the Indigenous Women's Resource Center, MUD, and other Native organizations that really come together to partner to not only provide for the Indigenous community, but communities that are disproportionately impacted by unsheltered homelessness. And with that, I would like to move this for approval, and I will stand for any questions.
Thank you. And next up, we have Councilmember Osman.
Thank you, Chair. I wanted to first thank you, Councilmember Chowdhury, for really taking the lead on this, and I want to thank also other council members who have worked on this. I had the opportunity to visit this location. This is located in Ward 6 and Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center. They couldn't watch. They opened their doors, and I visited there. It's like a gym they're in. So folks were sleeping on mats or whatever they can gather, and were able to stay indoor. And what's so beautiful about that was that providers were coming in comfortably and having a conversation and connecting people with services. It's very difficult for any provider to be at the encampment in a freezing temperature that we have experienced. So now this is a place that folks were coming in and getting the services. People were eating, having conversation, watching TV. And this place is what we need in our city, Minneapolis. We need more places to open the doors when it's this the temperature is like this freezing. We understand that the encampment, the fire that takes place, the unsafety surrounding encampments is not a livable place for any human being to be at that place. And I really want to thank Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center, who took the lead. I feel like the city and the county and people in the government should be able to take the lead and understand that, hey, we can open places for temporary until we at least, help these folks or have them have them away from this dangerous, I would say, life-threatening, dangerous temperature. And this was no-brainer for to do this. And I want the city to step up and work with the Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center, which we have already, but work with them and work with them when it comes to maintaining this center. And as Councilmember Chowdhury mentioned, this was used as as a resource place, big hospital, HCMC sending people out there. So that really shows what kind of situation we're in city of Minneapolis. And I am super thankful that the city is stepping in and the county also is matching this funding. And I would encourage any of my colleagues to make a visit. I can make that happen. And I want to thank volunteers who I met who were helping those folks and understanding those. So if you're a lawmaker, if you're in city council, please visit and take a look at it and how dignity and comfortable for folks to be in that place. It was really moving, and I want to thank you, Councilmember Chowdhury, and others for making this happen. So thank you.
Next up, we have Councilmember Cashman.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. I also want to thank Councilmember Chowdhury for bringing this forward today. I think this is a great use of our contingency funding. We are in a crisis of unsheltered homelessness, and groups like the Urban Indian Directors are really asking the city to step up. This is the way that we can step up and provide resources to a community-based organization who is doing great work. So I just want to uplift and thank Ruth Buffalo from the Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center and call out some of what she provided in a letter to all of us just a few minutes before the meeting, that since the Warming Center opened January 6th, as a mini navigation center to provide services, they've been able to help 15 residents enter treatment, 18 to enter long-term shelter, 2 have been permanently housed, and many more navigating the process of coordinated entry. So I think that's a great success and metrics of success that are our shared goals among the county and the city and, of course, our community at large. So I'm happy to support this. Thank you.
Awesome. I don't see anybody else on queue. So with that, and seeing no further questions, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll on the motion for approval.
Councilmember Payne.
Aye.
Wansley.
Aye.
Rainville is absent. Vita.
Aye.
Ellison.
Aye.
Osman.
Aye.
Cashman.
Aye.
Jenkins.
Aye.
Chugtai.
Aye.
Koski.
Aye.
Palmazano.
Aye.
Vice Chair Chowdhury.
Aye.
And Chair Chavez.
Aye.
There are 12 ayes.
The ayes have it, and that motion carries. Colleagues, next up we have reports from standing committees on matters to be considered by the full council on Thursday. We'll begin by the Administration and Enterprise Oversight Committee, chaired by Councilmember Wansley.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. The Administration and Enterprise Oversight Committee is bringing forward 16 items for approval. The first is a gift acceptance from the United States Police Canine Association, Inc. of lodging expenses. 2 is a gift acceptance from the Minnesota section of the American Water Works Association of registration. 3 is a gift acceptance from Southern Texas University through the Environmental Health Accreditation Council of travel and lodging expenses. 4 is a gift acceptance from Results for America of travel and lodging expenses. 5 is a gift acceptance from Cities for Financial Empowerment Fund of travel and lodging expenses. 6 is a gift acceptance from the Minnesota section of the American Water Works Association of travel, lodging, and meal expenses. 7 is a bid for hazardous tree removal and grinding. 8 is contracts with multiple vendors for police community chaplain services. 9 is a contract with Tyler Technologies for online permitting services. 10 is a contract with Urban Ventures Leadership Foundation to administer the Pathway to a New Beginning gun diversion program. 11 is a contract amendment with Sheehy Construction Company for the Convention Center Meeting Rooms Remodel Project. 12 is a contract amendment with various vendors for interpreting and translation services. 13 is contract amendment with JPMI Construction Company for Second Precinct Improvements Project. 14 is contract amendment with a Mother's Love Initiative for syringe needle cleanup and disposal services. 15 is contract amendment with Wells Fargo Bank for depository banking services. And 16 is a contract amendment with Principal Bank for custodial banking services. And I'll stand for any questions.
Thank you. Seeing no one on queue, we'll go on to the Business, Housing, and Zoning Committee, chaired by Councilmember Osman.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. Business, Housing, and Zoning Committee will be bringing 12 items on Thursday council meeting. Item 1 is approving 2 zoning board of adjustment reappointment. Item 2 is authorizing 3 land sales to the Minneapolis Park and Rec. Item 3 is denying a variance appeal for 1815. Item 4 is also denying variance appeal at University Avenue address. Item 5 is similar. Item 6 is also similar. Item 7 and 8 also are similar, denial for variance appeal at 1711 University Avenue. Item 9 is approving 25 liquor license renewal. Item 10 is approving 1 gambling license. Item 11 is confirming St. Anthony Falls Heritage Board appointment. Item 12 is lastly authorizing a grant to the state for youth employment and training services. With that, I'll stand for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues. There seems to be no one on queue. So next, we'll go on to the Climate and Infrastructure Committee, chaired by Councilmember Cashman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Climate and Infrastructure Committee is bringing forward 18 items. Item 1 is approving appointments to the Central Avenue Special Service District Advisory Board. And items 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 are all appointments to various Special Service District Advisory Boards throughout the city. Item 12 is project designation and cost estimate and setting a public hearing for the Franklin Avenue construction project. Item 13 is project designation, cost estimate, and setting a public hearing for the new Nicollet Ave construction project. Item 14 is authorizing a cooperative agreement with Hennepin County Regional Railroad Authority for the 10th Avenue South Bridge over the Midtown Greenway. Item 15 is the same for the Pillsbury Ave Bridge over the Midtown Greenway. Item 16 is for the Grand Avenue South and 18th Avenue South over the Midtown Greenway. Item 17 is authorizing a partnership agreement with the Loring Greenway Association. And 18 is approving an ordinance amending provisions related to boulevards. I'll stand for questions on these items.
Thank you. We have Vice Chair Chowdhury on queue.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. I don't have any questions. I just wanted to make a comment ahead of full council, specifically on the Boulevards ordinance that I am a co-author of. I have received just a very, very large amount of outreach from community members, not just within my ward, just throughout the city, very concerned. And also, I think there just might be a lack of understanding, not their fault, because it is a very dense document that's very technical in nature, of what this ordinance will mean. And so I'm planning on having conversations with community members, following up to full council, and planning on talking to Public Works as well, and would like an opportunity for us to kind of work together to figure some things out ahead of full council.
No one else is on. Oh, Council President Payne.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. Yeah, I've also received quite a lot of constituent feedback on this, and I'm working on something for full council as well. So I think we can connect and discuss.
All right. Seeing no one else on queue, we will now move on to the Intergovernmental Relations Committee, chaired by Vice Chair Chowdhury.
Thank you, Chair. The Intergovernmental Relations Committee held its first meeting of 2025 this morning, where we received an initial presentation from our IGR team about state and federal actions affecting the city and its residents. The Intergovernmental Relations Committee is bringing forward one item for approval, and that is the passage of the resolution in support of the Neighbors Not Enemies Act to repeal the Alien Enemies Act. I'll stand for any questions.
Thank you. No one is on queue. So lastly, we'll go on to the Public Health and Safety Committee with the Vice Chair of that committee, Councilmember Wensley.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. The Public Health and Safety Committee is bringing forward 5 items for approval to this week's City Council meeting. The first is fees for use of city-owned resource ordinance. The second is Minnesota Department of Human Services grant amendment for naloxone education distribution. 3 is high-intensity drug trafficking areas program grant to address regional drug threats. 4 is a grant application and acceptance to the Minnesota Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management to prepare for emergencies and disasters. And 5 is winter safety and emergency preparedness. And with that, I will stand for any questions.
Thank you. I'd just like to flag item number 5, the winter safety and emergency preparedness. I did want to let colleagues know that the date for report back is on February 5th, and I had an opportunity to talk to staff, and we're moving that date to February 19th. So I would like to communicate with staff if I need to bring an amendment to the date at full council, but we are not expecting staff to present on this legislative directive, should it pass, which it will, on Thursday at full council with the date February 5th. They communicated that a better date would be February 19th, which is the following Public Health and Safety Committee. So I did want to at least communicate with my colleagues that it's going to be the following cycle, not next week, on that directive. So we can have conversations offline. All right. So, questions about that? Great. With that, we've concluded all business to come before committee today, and hearing no objection, I will declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you.